You cannot make decisions because any and every decision that you are making is coming from those emotions that you are suppressing, and none of those actions will be good. None of them will be none of them will bring anything positive, because the negative emotions that you are holding inside are contaminating everything that you put out. This is fact. You don't have to believe me. I've been living this for years. But the anger is a beautiful thing. And what I started to do, and find a way to get it out. Meditation is excellent. I can always recommend my virtual teacher, Master Co. Everything is on YouTube. The point I want to make here is, ladies, please, 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 find a way to express the emotions that have a grip on you. The problem is that because, I have to change hands, my shoulder is achy. Because you have been holding in these emotions for so long, it is quite possible that you don't even know what is wrong. But it doesn't matter. You know why? Because when you start to express these feelings that you are holding inside of you, they start to come out until you get to the core of the matter. It always happens. In my case, after doing 2 hours of meditation, digging deep, I recognized that the trigger was someone on the bus who was very disrespectful, because the bus was crowded, and do you know this motherfucker rested his bottom deliberately on my shoulder? So I had to lean forward and say, don't do that. So then, because the bus was crowded and he was standing, he let his arm hit my shoulder. Oh my God, I went ballistic. Because I knew, you know how we women know? I knew it was deliberate. So that was the trigger. I'm sweating, but I had to turn off the fan because the fan is noisy. It was because of my awareness developed through meditation that I was able to recognize that he was the trigger. And then continuing, when I was speaking with my client and I talked about being murdered so many times in my past lives, and having to face down a murderer in this life, and I won. I understood that I had to go in and deal with it. Finally, that is why I have not been able to find a new place to live, because source, universe, whatever you want to call it, is not going to allow me to leave here, because I know this is my final destination before I move on to my new home. It's not going to allow me to leave here until I deal with this, until I release it. And only when I release this anger will I be able to move on free and clear. One last thing I will say about this. You know what's beneath anger? Pain. P-A-I-N. Pain of the worst sort. Women are very sensitive. Every woman on this planet is the power behind the throne if she is not out front. This is fact. Which is why a lot of women leaders have mainly female employees. Oprah is one. There are very few men in her employ.